Okay, so we are back to panel number 14. We will address the attacking topic 2, training to build and maintain possession. And for that, we have invited Joao Aroso and Tosh Farrell. Tony La Ferrara will be moderating this panel. So he's going to be the first one to get into this room. And then I'm going to put in Tosh and Joao Aroso. Okay, here we are. Tony, the panel is yours now, okay?
See you
in 45 minutes. About 1 minute before we finish, I will get back again so I can give you the instruction to finish the panel. Okay, Tony? Thank you very much, guys, for being with us.
My pleasure, my pleasure. We're good to go, Ricardo?
Let's go.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody, and welcome to all the people that are watching and listening to us, and welcome to Tosh and Joao. Tosh, I was just watching you on the counter-attacking session, and Joao, I don't know very much about you, so would you both of you like to introduce yourselves to the people that are watching, and then we can talk about training to build and maintain possession. Josh, do you?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so I was assistant coach in one of the most known teams in Portugal, Sporting, from Portugal, during 6 years, and Portuguese national team as well, as assistant coach of Paulo Bento. In Sporting, I was assistant coach of Fernando Santos, who is now the national coach, José Peseiro and Paulo Bento, and then at the national team with Paulo Bento during 4 years. Then I was the head coach of the Portuguese national team under 15, and Braga, SC Braga, which, well, is maybe the fourth team in Portugal, and I was the head coach of the under 23. We called the B team that was competing at the time at the Portuguese second league. So apart from that, I'm a lecturer at the University of Lisbon, related with football, soccer. And I think it's and now I'm not coaching at this moment. I'm working at the university and working as well as a football commentator at the Portuguese TV.
Excellent. Well, you have a long list of accomplishments. Well done, Tosh.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Yeah, my turn probably won't be half as long, Joe. Yeah, Tosh Farrell, I'm the former technical coordinator from Everton's Everton Football Club's youth academy. I was head of international football development, spending close to 14 years at Everton. Spent a few years in the US, in Massachusetts, developing my own program. And I've returned to England, where I'm currently the technical director for Kendal Town Football Club, which is a semi-professional football club, plays in the Beth Victor Northwest League. And I occasionally, 4 or 5 times a year, go around providing CPD for professional and grassroots clubs and the English FA. So that's my claim to fame.
Thank you, Tosh. Thank you, Joao. Okay, well, let's start talking about training to build and maintain possession. I'll give you my thoughts on it a little bit, just for 5 seconds, and then we'll go from there. I mean, to me, it's one of the most difficult things to teach, keeping possession, because it's technically, it requires a lot of skills, a lot of technical skills, both on the receiving side and on the passing side as well. So technically, it's a very, very difficult thing to do. Tactically, it's an individual decision making that each player has to make, but also as a team, there is also a decision making by the entire team and so on. So it's a very complex, a very difficult thing to teach. And so on. This is why you both here to try to explain to us how do we do that. So Joao, we'll start with you. Training to build and maintain possession. How difficult is it? And how much time do you need? I know this is not a question that you can answer, but how much time do you think you need before you can start practicing that kind of football with your team?
Okay, it's very difficult to answer because this is very complex.
Yes.
First of all, frequently, I think everywhere, but here in Portugal, frequently we hear like, okay, let's think about an exercise to train possession.